Okay, let's see. Just have to make sure we're going live everywhere. Yes, so you get yes. Okay, great, cool. I think it's working now. It should be working now. Yay! Hello. Hi. It is so good to see you. It is so good to have you here, and I hope that you can hear me. Hi. If you're just tuning in, hi, I am Carissa Montooth, love coach and energy healer. I help high achieving women attract their right person. My clients are high achieving single women, 35 and older, and they usually attract their right person within about 6 months or so. Almost 90% of my clients are in happy, committed relationships within about 6 months, and I specialize in tough cases. The reason that happens is because I help women attract love by working with what's going on in energy and what's going on in objective reality. So we're talking about like on a practical level, right? So what I'm going to share with you are 3 secrets that not a lot of people know about attracting love, and they have to do with some very specific universal laws, some very specific laws about how love works. I know that we're all kind of pressed for time, so I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. But I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments. So please let me know what you think about this in the comments. You can also check out my group healing program, which is starting in just a little while. It's starting, I think, next week. Yes, it's starting next week. So we're going to do some deep energy healing in the group. We're going to clear out blocks to love. We're going to attract our right person, and it's going to be really exciting. So I'm looking forward to doing that with you. So go over to makinglovewelcome.com and you can join in, and we will be doing that extra special manifesting work together, because it works much better if you do that than if you try to do it alone. We got to clear stuff out so that we can bring in what we want. So yeah, so 3 things that we want to understand about how the universe tests us. Hi Sonia, hi love. When we are trying to manifest love, or really when we're trying to manifest anything, but I see this the most often when the women that I work with are manifesting love. So, and these are secrets that a lot of people don't know. But once you're clued in on them, you will start to recognize that you kind of may hit up against these things as you are manifesting. So the first thing to understand is that when you want to manifest love, you will always be tested. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's kind of like when you think of a computer. If you say, I'm going to heal myself, I'm going to clear out my blocks to love, and I'm going to manifest something brand new now. I'm going to manifest an amazing new relationship that's healthy and that feels wonderful and good and supportive, and where the person that I'm with is emotionally mature and emotionally available to me, and all of these lovely, luscious, yummy things. When you send that message out to the universe, you get a response back, and that response back is like the response when you're trying to delete something on a computer. And usually if you try to delete something on a computer, you will get a message that says, are you sure? Right? The universe does the same thing, because it's really just a system of laws. So you'll get a message back that says, basically, are you sure that you want to do this? Are you sure that you want to have this new thing in your life? Are you sure that you want to do the growth that is required to have this new thing come into your life? Are you sure that you want to grow and evolve into the person who can sustain that new life, that new lifestyle, that new relationship? Are you sure you want to do this? And the way that the universe kind of presents that to you is by giving you a choice between moving forward or going backward. And then whatever choice you make is what determines the length of time that you're waiting for this new relationship to come in. So usually when you put this thing out to the universe and you go, yes, I want this. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to have. I want to finally have the relationship that feels good for me, that feels right for me, that is satisfying to my soul, that is my person that I've been waiting for. As soon as you put that out, the universe goes, are you sure? Would you like to have that? Or would you like to have more of the same? And you will usually get a call from an ex, or you'll get someone who is kind of like the patterns that you've been with in the past, right? Like someone who's just doesn't really have much to offer but a physical relationship, or it's a situationship, or it's kind of like a relationship with an expiration date on it, that you know that they're not really your person, but you don't want to be by yourself, so you're offered this chance, right? Are you going to take a deep breath and jump into the future, even though it's difficult and unknown? Because that's where you have the chance of having what your heart really desires? Or are you going to settle for more of the same because that's what feels familiar to you? So a lot of times, as soon as you go into the future, as soon as you make that choice, you step into the future, you've passed the test. And you'll see that within a really short amount of time, that new person will show up in your life. And then you'll grow in these new ways, right? It's like, just because they're new and it's what you asked for and it's good doesn't mean that it will always be easy. Sometimes it will still be kind of difficult, but it will be the thing that you asked for. And if you keep with it, it will be wonderful and amazing and beautiful and lovely. And you'll be very happy. So that's one of the ways that the universe tests us. A second way that the universe tests us when we're trying to attract love, when that's what we really want, is by listening to what we said instead of what we meant. So we always have to be very specific, because like I said, the universe is like a computer, right? It doesn't care what you meant, it cares what you said. So very often we might be saying certain things and not actually talking about what we really want, but we're using kind of like shorthand for it. So as an example, one of my clients, she worked in law enforcement for a long time, and one of the things that she admired about the men that she worked with was that she worked with some really good people, and they had a strong sense of right and wrong, and they were very protective of the people that they loved. And those were qualities that she felt were very important in a partner, and also for them to be in a very healthy kind of masculine energy. Those were super important things for her. So she asked for, in her love list, which is something that we do in Making Love Welcome, which you're going to come in and do with us, and it's going to be amazing. So what she did was she made a love list, but instead of listing out all of those lovely qualities, like saying, I want a man who is in his masculine energy, I want a man who is very protective of the people he loves, I want a man who has a very strong sense of right and wrong, she just said that she wanted someone who was a former law enforcement. And what she kept attracting were people whose political views were completely opposite to hers as a black woman. And she had a really difficult time with that. That was happening for a while. So she kept ending up on these dates with men who were completely opposite to her in terms of her deep beliefs about anti-racism and about rights, civil rights, and all of these kinds of things. They just were very different in terms of their beliefs. So what she had to do was she had to go back and actually lay out specifically what she meant when she said former law enforcement, right? What she really meant was her experience of good men who were in law enforcement and what that was like for her. That's what she meant. So that's what she ended up having to go out and really just lay out. And I find that happens really often when people are not super clear about what it is that they want. So know that one of the ways that the universe tests you, the first way, is by offering you the opportunity to either move forward with a new choice that might be unfamiliar and a little bit scary, but it's going to ultimately lead where you want to go, or go backwards with something that is old and familiar. It's like misery that you're used to, so you'll get that choice. Or the second secret that you need to know and understand is that you need to be specific about what it is that you want. And very often that will bring us into this third secret, which is that we need to focus more on what we want than what we don't want, because what we focus on is what increases. What we give attention to is what we increase in our lives. So a lot of times we will be very focused on the pain from the past and how we've experienced that, and how we how it was very, very frustrating for us, how sad we were about it, how disappointed or abandoned we felt, how betrayed we might have felt in those past situations. And we will focus on that and just say, I don't want that, as opposed to saying, I do want this. So I do want this is what we need to be focused on. What is it that you actually want? And sometimes it's tricky to do that. So that's one of the things that we cover in Making Love Welcome, is we go deep into the list, how to create a love list, so that we're actually using this really powerful manifesting tool to attract what we want into our lives. So join us at Making Love Welcome and get started with the group healing program. It's going to really blast away a lot of these love blocks so that you can actually see the real changes that you want to see in your love life without online dating. You don't have to go online at all, without thinking that you have to lose weight in order to attract someone. You're actually absolutely lovable exactly as you are right now, and there is someone who is thinking of you, who you would be attracted to, for whom you are the perfect physical body type, and it's without you having to really, try to put yourself out there more. That's exhausting, right? And life can be exhausting enough as it is. It's like, it's hard to do life alone. And on top of that, to feel that you have to kind of sell yourself constantly, like put your best self forward all the time in every area, and which dating app do I need to be on, and what if I don't like online dating, and all these other things. I want you to take a deep breath and let all of that go. And really, I want you to stop with me and take a deep breath and let it out. And one more time. And let it out. And one last time. And let it all out. I want you to say out loud, I am open and ready to be loved by a good partner who is right for me. Doesn't that feel good? Deep breath again. One more time. And one last time. Good. And know that you can be in that energy of being receptive and allowing love to come in. You don't have to chase. You don't have to put yourself out there more. You don't have to go online. You don't have to, contort yourself into trying to be something else. You don't have to do any of those things. We don't make love happen. We make love welcome. So come join us in Making Love Welcome at makinglovewelcome.com. We get started next week. There are limited spots, so come in and join now. And you can get started tonight with the bonus audios, so that you can start to already see changes before we even begin our group healing work together next week. See you inside.